Hello everyone and welcome to this week's reviews. Wes Anderson is back in the animation world in this love letter to canines as they deal with being quarantined on a literal trash island. What delicately crafted delights has Anderson so nicely framed for us this time? This is Isle of Dogs. The appeal of Wes Anderson's films comes from a lot of those little details he throws into the frame, and Isle of Dogs might be one of his most stunning films. The settings and production design have such life to them, but Anderson never lets the visuals get in the way of his characters. They blend so well together, which is a large reason his films are so appealing. Each dog we encounter feels distinct, and their deadpan conversations are very funny. He rounds up a familiar cast of names to voice the pooches, but I saw the characters rather than the actors playing them. The interactions between the dogs are great, and I also really enjoyed seeing them with a young Japanese boy who goes searching for his dog. At its heart, Isle of Dogs is essentially about the bond between dog and humankind, and it nicely touches on that theme throughout the movie. The decision is made to not have subtitles for the Japanese-speaking characters, but it's a credit to Anderson that the visuals and storytelling allows us to understand the context of what they're saying. On a number of occasions there is a translator, and even she becomes a memorable presence in the film. The story takes some delightfully unpredictable turns, and Anderson is not afraid of upping the stakes for these dogs. The stop motion has a fitting rough appearance to it, as these dogs are meant to be a bit sickly, and that only adds more sympathy towards them. It's clear the amount of love and admiration Wes Anderson has for stop motion and animation in general, with the movie even feeling like a close cousin to other talking animal pictures like Watership Down and The Plague Dogs. This is a great shot-in-the-arm for animation, taking chances on the medium, and I love that this is a filmmaker who is more than willing to continue working with it. Seek it out as it expands in the coming weeks. Next up is the sequel to the robot vs. monster beat-em-up Pacific Rim Uprising. The first film, directed by Guillermo del Toro, was a silly B-movie homage to Japanese monster movies that managed to work because you can tell the joy he had in putting his childhood fantasies on the screen. And the sequel, now directed by Stephen S. DeKnight, also gives you that. Nobody is going into Pacific Rim Uprising for some intellectual examination of humanity, but rather for pure escapist fun, and it delivers on that front without insulting the audience's intelligence. In addition to robot versus monster action, we also get robot versus robot action, and DeKnight gives these sequences the proper amount of energy and entertainment value. He also opts for a more colorful palette as opposed to the rain-drenched darkness of the first movie, bringing something a little different to the table. The action sequences are directed in such a way that we can tell what's going on, even with multiple robots on screen. I also liked how the movie continued and expanded on the mythology established in Pacific Rim. John Boyega is charming and likable here, and we do root for him. I also like the addition of Kaylee Spaney as a self-taught teenage robot builder, although I wasn't as interested in the teenagers in training subplot she was made a part of. Meanwhile, you have Scott Eastwood, and this is the most I've seen him channel his father. Charlie Day is also again a lot of fun to watch as the excitable kaiju fanboy. Walking into this, I just wanted to see an entertaining action movie with giant robots and monsters. And I felt it delivered on that promise without turning into an annoying headache like some other franchise with giant robots. Thanks for watching this week's reviews, and I'll see you next time.